Today we're reading my fall TBR. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kayla. If you're new here, you should definitely subscribe. We are reading my fall TBR in this video, and we've got some good books to read. I started this video a while ago, so you're gonna see some changes throughout the video and like life transitions, and videos will be coming based on those soon. The main thing is we moved. So behind me, you get a little sneak peek of my book room. That will be an entire video. But for now, enjoy my fall TBR. Let's get reading. The book I'm reading on my Kindle right now is Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. I just finished her whole like Wild Eyes series and I loved it. And she has another series coming out. So I'm trying to read basically all of her series right now. I'm not obsessed with this one yet. Maybe the ending is gonna wow me. It's decent. It's a good time, but I'm not thrilled like I was with the Wild Eyes series. So we'll see. But I'm 80% through. We'll see how much I can read today. Hello, it's the next day. We're in the RV, but I got to 90%, page 337, Off to the Races. The communication is bothering me so bad. They literally just need to speak to each other. He needs to stop being stupid. She needs to grow up and like stop running away from all of her problems. That's just driving me nuts, but I think he's about to go talk to her. Oh, I didn't even introduce what it is. If you don't know, it's a cowboy romance type of thing. So they're on a ranch outside of Toronto, I think. Billionaire dude and his family own the ranch, and then a big like corporation of something. And then this horse trainer is on the farm. She comes and gets hired and trains like their crappy horse. So that's basically it. And there's also a romance between the trainer and then the owner of the big ranch. But there's like scandals and stuff. It's very drama filled, but it focuses on horses a lot. And I'm not a horse girly. I'm not that invested because of that. It's good otherwise. Look at Mr. Maru. He's gonna be my reading buddy. I finished Off to the Races. My final thoughts is 2 stars. It wasn't amazing. I wasn't obsessed with it, but it wasn't bad. Like, it was really good. I just am not a horse girly, so that wasn't my favorite. And it's really spicy, which I also don't love spice. I just skim over all of it and like get through it. So it helps me read faster. I don't know. I like a little romance, but I don't need to see everything, you know? 2 stars, which I feel like is really low, but I know I'm not gonna remember that book. And I didn't vibe with the horses. I don't vibe with like workplace romance. I don't know, just all of it. I didn't vibe that much. It was a good book though, like good plot and everything. It was just my personal preference that I wasn't obsessed with it. Hello, it's a couple days later now. I have been all over the place with my reading, and I wanted to read on my Kindle, so I downloaded Assistant to the Villain. I tried reading that 3 different times and fell asleep after like 2 pages just because I was tired and could not stay awake. It's a really good book so far though, I really like it. And Wild Card just came out, which is the 4th book in the Elsie Silver universe of whatever that universe is. I don't even... Rose Hill series, something like that. And then the same day Fearful came out, so I went and got Fearful because it's a little novella. I've already read all of them. I couldn't find Wild Card. Wild Card, I read all of those on my Kindle, so I wasn't going to get the physical copy anyway unless I could get all of them. Right now I'm hard pivoting to Fearful. I read 50 pages last night, and this one is so weird. It's about Kit, which I think we all knew if you read the last couple. However, the other girl is Mara, which is the other perspective that it flip-flops between, and she is death. That's a new perspective. The word death is written like 700,000 times in this tiny little book. Once I like processed that was gonna be a thing, I'm vibing with it. So I'm 50 pages in, and I'm excited to see what happens. It all takes place during the last whole book. Just you're getting 2 new perspectives from it. Since she's death, she can kind of go wherever she wants and spy on whoever she wants. So you're learning more about other characters and what they were doing during the last book. Pretty cool so far. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but when I got this yesterday, I also got this. Pumpkin spice and everything nice. Look at the fun little sprayed edges. This was the cafe book So if you go to Barnes and they have a Starbucks, you go over to Starbucks and they have $5 books out with the purchase of something at the cafe. So we just got a fun little latte, and then I got this for $5. It's originally $13, so it really came out to the same amount. We basically got a book and a free drink, so that was nice. I don't know when I'm gonna start reading this, but I figured I'd include it for a fun little haul.
I think it's so good for a fall book.
It's the most perfect book for a fall book. But basically, I'm in between a lot of books, and I'm struggling to choose what one I want to read because they all are grabbing my attention and I want to read them all at once. But I know that's going to be confusing, and I know that's going to drag out how long everything takes to read. It's seeming like this is the way to go. Just get this one over with. I only have 150 pages left. I finished Fearless, so let's go over it. My whole beautiful Powerless shelf. We've got Powerless, Reckless, Fearless, Fearful, and Powerful. Let's talk about it. Also, yesterday I got a Peyton pop. I also got Kai, but he's outside. I pre-ordered these months ago, and they're finally here, and they're so cute. I finished Fearful a couple days ago, and I just kept forgetting to talk about it. I thought this book was so interesting because the perspectives... How did I forget his name? Kit. Having the perspective of death took me a few pages to get into, I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit confused. I didn't like it at first, but then I did like it because you got to see behind the scenes, and she kind of like went and spied on other people, so you got more of that side too. So you had like two whole different storylines going, the one with Kit and what he was doing and Mara and him together, and then two other people that she was spying on the whole time. So I like that it was broken up into like two different storylines basically within two different perspectives. And then this whole book takes place during Fearless, so everything during this is happening during this, but from different perspectives. And you get to see what happens like in the in-between of this, when Peyton is like on her adventures, her trials and stuff. You get to see what's happening at the castle. Probably 3.5 or 4 stars. It wasn't like anything incredible. This whole series, really good, but it's not my favorite anymore. Like, I'm obsessed still, but it's not like that's my favorite series ever, you know? But I did love it so much. I think it was done so well. Just like overall in the series, there were some slow points for me. Guys, I finished Assistant to the Villain, and this book was so good. I loved it so much. I want to start the next one, but I also have some other fall books I want to start first, so I'm conflicted. I know I should probably start the fall things first and then get back to this series, but oh my god, that was so good. This book was so funny. The main character, so funny and like cheerful and everything. The villain, so funny. I don't know, the way he reacts to things, especially things that Evangelina says, perfect. So good. I love their banter so much. They're so cute. I'm rooting for them all the way. The ending though made me so mad. So mad. No one deserves this. I don't want to give spoilers, but the ending was actually like the most insane ending for this book, and I did not expect it to be so like high stakes and intense and crazy. And the more I'm talking about it, the more I just want to start the next book. I need to stick to my fall TBR and like what I need to get done first. So let's discuss that. I'm gonna be honest, I started Wild Card after I finished this last night because I wanted to read some more, and I love the Wild series by Elsie Silver. So I'm like 30 pages in or something like that, and I love it, but it's taking place during a snowstorm. So I'm thinking I put that off for a little bit and I finish my fall TBR. So let me show you what we're working with. First up, we still have Glorious Rivals. I'm only on page 50 of this. I don't know why I'm like struggling with it so hard. I do like want to know what happened, but it's just like more daunting to read this, and since it's like an actual book, I've really been vibing with the Kindle. And then I also have Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. This is a short book, so it's very tempting. It's only 300 pages. I'm so conflicted. I have so many books I want to read. I want to finish Wild Card because it's already amazing. And then I have more books in our apartment that I want to read. So it's just a whole situation right now. Hello! It's been a little bit since I've updated, but I finished The Devil Made Me Brew It. It was just like a random book I was trying to find. I just wanted Halloween vibes, witchy vibes, and just like rom-com. So I was scrolling through Kindle Unlimited and that was one of them, and I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting. It's a little witch who owns a magical tea shop and she summons the devil, and the devil is hot and funny and it's a good time. time. And it's a really like funny book, but there's like some drama that happens in the town, and it's a really cute like Hallmarky type of town. It's really cute. Kind of like Salem vibes. They have to unlock her heart's truest desire, and everyone knows that's love, but she thinks it's like saving her cafe. So they go on a whole journey. They're stuck together until he can like find her heart's desire or whatever. It was spicy, which I don't know why I was surprised, because it's literally a devil book. Like, one of the main characters is the devil, so obviously it's gonna have some like more mature things, you know? And it's a romance. So I don't know why I was so like surprised by that, but it reminded me of Kingdom of the Wicked and Throne of the Fallen, that kind of series by Carrie Maniscalco. Really reminded me of that, with all the devils and like the sin realm or whatever it's called. But I really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give it like 3.5 stars. I thought the ending was really cute, and the way it wrapped up was so good. Everyone got what they deserved, which I love. I love when some justice is delivered. I recommend that book. I think it was a really good one. Today we're gonna be talking about pumpkin spice and everything nice. This was the most YA book I've ever read. And I did almost DNF it on like page 30 because I didn't realize how YA it was. And I thought this was gonna be like Pumpkin Spice Cafe vibes, where it's very much like adult vibes. I just thought this would be that kind of thing without spice. Hopefully that all makes sense. But basically, her mom owns a cafe in this adorable little town. And I'm not gonna lie, this whole time I was just like pretending her cafe was my cafe, because I own a cafe. And we're in kind of a small town, and right now is peak fall. So it's really feeling like Hallmarky, and like I'm trying to romanticize my town. So I was basically pretending I am Lucy here. But her mom owns a cafe. She works there. She hates pumpkin spice lattes. The cafe doesn't sell them because pumpkin spice lattes have no pumpkin, and they're all just chemicals and stuff. So she's against pumpkin spice lattes. And then she comes into work one day, and across the street, this guy and his family opened Java Junction, which is basically a Starbucks. So it's like a household name cafe across the street from a small business that's always been there. And Java Junction has pumpkin spice lattes, and everyone wants a pumpkin spice latte in the fall. So basically, you go along the thing of seeing how it all comes about, and this is a YA romance. So these two do end up mingling, and things do end up happening. Nothing spicy, nothing super romantic. It's just like teenage lust, which is really cute. The vibes were good. I do think a lot of it was repetitive, and obviously we're reading about a girlie in high school. So she is a bit dramatic, she is a bit emotional about things. So there are some things I didn't love about this, simply because I am above the age it was written for. But I wasn't just gonna buy this and then never read it. I made myself finish it, and it was cute. I'm not mad about it, but it's definitely not my favorite. I would recommend it to younger readers, like probably 15 and under would like this book. Probably older than that, you're not gonna be obsessed. But the vibes were there. Perfect fall book. I think I'm gonna give it like 2 or 2.5 stars. I'm not really sure. Somewhere in there. And I did like some parts of it. I really like the cafe aspect and the behind the scenes of it, but I think it's because that's literally my life, is behind the scenes of running a cafe. So I related to it a lot more than I think most people would, obviously. And I'm gonna add it on my shelf. And that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed coming along, reading my fall TBR with me. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications so you get notified every time I post a new video. And I will see you next time. Peace.